Strictly for the gamers. Gamers. Yeah, man, we're good at. Strictly for the gamers. Strictly for the gamers. Strictly for the gamers. Strictly for the gamers.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lone Wolf, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about this new Nintendo Switch Oled model, which is kind of crazy because we all thought this was going to be the Nintendo Switch Pro. This has been the talk of the day all day. This video just dropped like around sometime this early in the morning. Didn't get a chance to even watch it. I'm very excited to see what this new model looks like. So I'm not going to waste any time. And then after the video, we're going to discuss, make a discussion. We're going to talk about the difference and everything. I will pull up the website to see what's the difference between the standard, the light, and the OLED model. So that way we can know what's going on there. All right, let's go. OLED. Oh man. Wow.
We go higher than we ever been before. Reach for the sky and have it all. We go higher than we ever been before.
Wow.
Running through town and chasing lights, we make our own fun throughout the night. We're gonna feel this good forever. Such heights we reach together. Running out of line, stepping in time, tread our own path, we won't fall down.
Light adjustable stand. Oh hell yeah, that definitely comes in handy because my Switch is
We go higher than we ever been before. Reach for the sky and have it all.
Checkmate.
Oh, now it's time. It's work now.
We make our own fun throughout the night. We're gonna feel this good forever. Such heights we reach together. Running out of line, stepping in time, tread our own
Oh, it lights up too. Or maybe that's just for the show.
tread our own path, the future's now.
We go higher than we ever been before. Reach for the sky and have it all. We go higher than we ever been before. Reach for the sky and have
That'll belong to a working. Alright guys, so we just saw the trailer. Now let's get into the best difference between the OLED model versus the standard and slash the Switch Lite. This is pretty much the Nintendo Life.com, which goes in detail of the full tech specs. So we're going to put in my thoughts, and also we're going to discuss the difference between these three. Now we're going to start with my thoughts about the OLED trailer. To be honest, it looks complete to me. Because I've also, before I watched the trailer, I've heard a lot of disappointments around it because I can see where it's coming from now that I'm watching the trailer, because it looks pretty much almost the same. The only difference is that you got a wider 7-inch screen and enhanced audio, and the kickstand, the stand is a lot more adjustable than the Nintendo Switch on the previous generation, because that one is completely flimsy. I'm already having trouble with that one, so I might actually have some perks for that one. Like that will look useful for me. So we're definitely going to go into we're going to discuss about the specs on this one here. And from here, it's just talking about getting into the real nitty gritty technical differences. So, yada, yada, yada. All right, here's the specs of the technical specification up here. So on the chart below here, it just tells us the size on between the Nintendo Switch, the OLED, and Nintendo Switch Lite. You know, and they say here we've highlighted the new features of the Switch OLED model compared to the older model and handheld only Switch Lite. We will update any missing information as soon as it becomes available. So, okay, so apparently, good thing that we doing. This is the reason why I'm doing this video of the specs to know the difference between. This is not fully confirmed yet, so there's still some missing information that they're going to update. There could be some more updates to the OLED Switch. So not all is hope is lost, and plus the price is $350, which is exactly the same out where we bought our first Switch here. So we got the Switch here, which is approximately 4 inches high, 9.4 on the side screen, inches long, 0.55, and right here the OLED Switch is pretty much 4 inches high, pretty much almost the same, but it says here it is 7 inches. And the Switch Lite is 3.6, which is pretty much a lot smaller. The weight is a lot more better than the standard Switch, of course, like approximately 7.71 or approximately 93 pounds with the Joy Cons attached, of course. The screen, my bad, that's the size. So yeah, it's pretty much the size are pretty much the same of that system. The screen here is a multi-touch compatible touch screen, 6.2 inch LCD screen, 1280 and 720. Okay, still the same 1280 and 720, but a 7 inch OLED screen and a multi-touch. So the screen is, like we said, the Switch screen is going to be a lot more bigger. And as you can see, the CPU is still pretty much the same. NVIDIA custom Tegra processor. Storage. Ooh, this is big. Oh, this is a major big difference. Yo, major big difference. The storage on the OLED is 64 gigabytes, guys. User can easily expand storage space using micro SDHC to 2 terabytes. What? Oh, wow. It's like or the card's up to 2 terabytes, but still, that's included. That's 2 terabytes. What the hell? That's what's up. That means that we're gonna get a bigger internal storage than the regular Switch, which that was like one of my biggest things that I had really is the internal storage on the standard Switch. Wireless is the Wi-Fi. And definitely Bluetooth still the same, but only difference is in TV mode, Nintendo Switches can be connected with the wired adapter sold separately. Line is available through the new dock, so you're going to get the LAN wire along with it. So pretty much nothing new there. Video output, the standard, as you can see, we already know is 1080p. HDMI TV mode to 720p, and then we got the OLED, which is almost pretty much the same, 1080 and 720. So this is not 4K, guys. So that was, and I see a lot of people's backlash about it, that it's not 4K. That was the biggest problem that everybody pretty much had, and I could pretty much understand with that because we all we get is a bigger 7-inch screen, but no 4K. It's understandable. You're getting a whole new. This is basically the Switch Pro that everyone's talking about, but it is what we know. Compatible with 5.1 near PCM. Pretty much everything's the same with the audio. Speakers, all stereo, USB, Type C, user charging connected. Yeah, same thing. Nothing new on the headphones. Yeah, pretty much everything is completely the same. The only difference is the screen and the internal drive. The audio is more enhanced, as they say on the trailer. Everything else, battery, model, The battery life, yeah, it depends on the games you play. Okay, so this is the one that everyone was making really big up to it right now. See, the battery life is pretty much a little bit more less than the standard. See, I could play Breath of the Wild up to like pretty much mostly like 6.5 hours. You know but that depends on if I connect it. But as they say, it all pretty much depends on the battery life. The reason why it could pretty much last because I always usually get the Switch plugged up and charging while I'm playing. So that's why of course, that's usually why I'm able to play a lot longer. So the battery will last approximately 3 hours, which yes, that sounds about right. And for the standard version, and the battery life depends on the games you play. For instance, the battery will last about 5.5 hours. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and the OLED approximately 4.5 9 hours. The battery life will depend on the games you play. For instance, the battery lasts approximately about 5.5 hours for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So yeah, pretty much when you play Breath of the Wild, it's exactly the same battery life. And the model here of the number is the battery life depending on the games you play. For instance, the battery will last for 4 hours. So light, well, we already know the light's pretty much trash. And charging time is pretty much the same, 3 hours. So no, not really any big difference really. But here we are. We have a comparison here. So so the Switch. Oh, this is about the Switch dock. Okay, here's the Switch dock. Switch dock is okay. It's a lot longer, 6.9 inches long, and the inches deep is 2.0. So it's not a lot. It's not deep as the standard one. So because the standard one, the size is like 12.12 inches deep when you put it in like setting it down. And then you got the weight, which is a lot less light, a little less lighter than the standard, which is 69 pounds, which is not a big deal. And you got the USB port, which is pretty much the same. Nothing. Well, no, it's actually the same. Yeah, never mind. All right, so yeah, nothing too serious. Nothing. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. That's the biggest complaints that a lot of people are having, is that it's just completely different. Now, most likely, would I buy it? Yeah, most likely I would trade in, more likely trade in my old Switch just to get the OLED, because I ain't gonna lie, that white looks pretty sick, and especially when it's right next to my PS5, it'll look really great. And then you got the bigger 7-inch screen. And you playing Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out, it looks really much better. And imagine Metroid. Oh my god, Metroid will look really sick on there. But hey, if I ever decide to get the OLED, I might as well just turn that one in, transfer all my memory to that memory card, and just sell that one and get the new one, because you're basically buying the same Switch. That's the thing that everyone's complaining about, is that you're buying the exact same Switch. It's pretty much no difference at all. So that's what everyone was complaining about, and that's why I'm a bit iffy about it when we were watching the trailer, is that you're basically paying for the same system. Like it doesn't make any sense, to be honest. But for it to look sick nicely on my PS5, yeah, I mean, more power to me. That white looked pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. Now I want to know that I'm sure they're gonna come out. I'm pretty sure maybe they might come out with more colors than just that white. We'll see. We'll see, because it's too early to tell. The OLED's coming out in 2 months. Not too far from it. August is next month, and then next month. No, 3 months. My bad. 3 months. I'm thinking that's September. Is that shoot? So yeah, we all we have to do is just wait for about 3 months. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about the Nintendo Switch OLED model. What do you think? Would you buy it? Would you sell your old Switch just to get the OLED, or would you just get two of them on the day hey, let's talk about it. Tell me what y'all think about the specs. Tell me what y'all think about the comparison. All right, and yo, tell me. Let's talk about it. All right, peace.